Hi, welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees. And the Yankees continue to be the latest craze in baseball. They were playing 700 baseball. That wasn't going to last forever. You know, Aaron Judge wasn't going to keep hitting a home run every night. But overall, they're in a good place. Half-game lead in the AL East. Now, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Chapman is going to be out for a month on the DL, and that's their closer, so it's going to affect the bullpen. Now, the Houston Astros came in here last week, humbled the Yankees a little bit, took 3 out of 4 at the stadium, but overall the Yankees are in a good place. Gary Sanchez came back, he's been hitting. Didi Gregorius came back, he's been hitting. I have no idea what's going on. Now, Chapman did have some irritation around his rotator cuff, so Cashman and the Yankees are going to shut him down for at least 4 weeks. He'll probably be out to maybe late June, possibly. And it kind of makes sense because he just wasn't himself. You look at that game up in Fenway in Boston, he made you sweat it out. The game against the Cubs, especially Sunday Night Baseball, blows a 3-run lead. He just wasn't right, so it makes sense. He was probably hurt a little bit trying to cover it up, but there's no structural damage, thank God. And with Chapman down, the entire pitching staff has to step it up, especially the starting rotation. Now, after a pretty good start to the season, they've been a little iffy lately. Good start, bad start, up and down. You can't have that right now when you have a shortened bullpen. Got to get more length out of the rotation, especially like last night with Severino, only able to go 5 innings. And what it does means you got to bring guys like Warren and clip it in earlier, and there's a better chance you're going to blow the lead. And I still like Jordan Montgomery as the 5th starter. Now, I know you look at his record, you look at his strikeout ratio and all that stuff, you're not exactly wowed, but he's actually very competent. He throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters, doesn't have those long innings, which a lot of rookies do have. I say you keep him in there for now. Who knows what's going to happen down the road if someone else gets injured or if they make a trade or something, but for now, definitely keep Jordan in that 5th spot. There is some good news on the injury front. Greg Bird is set to come back Monday to resume baseball activities, and he really has to get back. He really has to get his back going because at some point, Judge, Sanchez, these guys are going to cool down, and someone fresh like Greg Bird could come in there and give the team a good lift. Now, Chris Carter has benefited from the Bird injury, because he's still not contributing much with the bat. It's just, all right, he's okay with the glove defensively, so you put him in there. The rest of the team's hitting overall, so it really hasn't been that bad. But at some point, Carter's going to have to pick it up, or again, I don't think he'll last long on the team. And if Bird comes back and starts hitting, Carter will pretty much be just relegated to the bench, and that's it. And the Yanks have benefited from the return of Gary Sanchez, but especially Didi Gregorius, who picked up from his tremendous 2016 season. Ready up now, batting .320, has a .413 slugging percentage, great defensively in the field. He hasn't skipped a beat. And I just got a great idea. Now back to the Yankees. But Starlin Castro is making a real push for the batting title, batting .348, 7 home runs. He might do it. And Aaron Judge is no bootleg. He's still keeping it up. .326 batting average with 14 home runs and 29 RBIs. This is the Mets color. Why did I pick orange? And Chase Headley cooled down a little bit, plus been making some real boneheaded plays in the field, but the guy wasn't going to hit .370 all season. You knew that. And again, I'll take this Chase Headley over the Chase Headley from the past 2 seasons. And I don't know what Aaron Hicks' problem was last year. It seemed like barely a single A player, but he's been tremendous for Yankees. Got to give kudos for Cashman on that trade. Gave up Phil Hughes, who right now is not in baseball anymore. And Hicks is like the ultimate 4th outfielder. Plays all the positions, been great for the Yankees, been hitting home runs, been making sliding catches. Very integral, and he's going to be very important for the Yankees down the stretch. Well, they ran out of Hicks jerseys. I would have bought one, but Garton and Ellsbury is still doing a good job in the outfield as well. Now, the Yanks weren't supposed to compete for 2017, but here they are. In fact, they're a half-game lead in the AL East. So what do they do if they keep this up? Well, the Yankees are in the driver's seat. Not only do they have a good team right now, a good young team, they also have the prospects. So perhaps Cashman could pull off a trade near the deadline, maybe get another bona fide starting pitcher near to help beef it up with. Then you have that pitcher, Tanaka, Pineda. It all filters out. Might bring another bullpen on there. Who knows what's going to happen with Chapman? But the Yanks are in a very good spot. So all the Yanks got to do is just keep it up. Weather's going to get warmer. Home run balls are going to be flying out left and right. So have a good summer. Sick of this thing already.